Hi there, welcome back to Tangency Learning. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw the orthographic projection of this isometric diagram. Okay, so I give you a diagram in isometric and I want to transform it into 2D into orthographic projection. We are going to draw the plan, left view and side views. So if you are new here, just subscribe, click on the subscribe button and it's free to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss our next video. If you're looking for other engineering videos like this one, just go to the Tangency Learning channel, click on the playlist and you're going to see the engineering drawing playlist, and you open, you're going to find different topics: assembly, drawing, orthographic, tangents and curves, okay, and development. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide my page into 4 segments and make sure that all your pencils are very sharp. Okay, I'm going to use HB for construction line for outlines, and I'm using 4H for construction lines. And you should make sure that your canvas is very tight, and also that you have your 45 degree set square. It is very useful. Some may use a canvas, but I think the 45 degree will be perfect. Okay, so first I'm going to divide my page into 4 segments like this one. And now it depends on the angle in which you're drawing. So I'm going to represent my information in third angle. That means I'm going to draw the plan on top. Okay, so since this is my reference line, what I'm going to do, I want to know the length and the width of my diagram. Since I'm going to draw the plan, I'm looking on top here. Okay, so the total length of my diagram is 1 foot. So if I divide 1 foot by 2, I'm going to measure 70 here, and I'm going to measure 70 here. Okay, after that I'm going to project my line downward like this. I'm going to do the same here. Okay, then what is the width of our diagram? So the width of our diagram, we have 48 here, and also we have the radius of this circle, which is 64. So that means we have 32 and we have 48. Okay, so I'm going to make a distance of 32. So if the diameter is 64, so that means this is going to be my total width. So 64 is right here. Okay, I want to check my T-square. I want to project this one. Remember, doing this using construction lines. And after that, what is the half of 64? Half of 64 is 32, and 32 is here. Okay, like this. Then what else? The same from here to here is 48 from the center. So I'm going to measure 24 here, 24 here. Okay, so 48. I'm going to measure 24 and 48 here. After doing that, I'm going to project my lines. Okay, now what is the length of from here to here is 24. Okay, but before doing that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my canvas, pin a radius of 32. Okay, so this is the radius of 32. It's already there. And I'm going to draw a circle, because we're going to see a circle. on top. So this is the circle. We're also going to see the small circle, which is a radius of 20. So I'm going to draw that small circle. Okay, now what else? We have the width from here to here, and it's 14. So I'm going to measure 14 on both sides. 14 here. Okay, so it said this is 48. From 88 to 48. So 14 on each end. 14 here and 14 here. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to take my construction pencil. Just going to draw soft lines. Okay, what else am I going to do? I'm going to measure 24 from each end. Okay, so 24 here and 24 here. Take my set square. I'm going to draw vertical lines like this and like this. Okay, so now I'm going to explain here. If we look at the top here, we're going to see this surface, and the height is going to be 0. I'm not going to see the height, so the distance from it here is going to be 0. We're also going to see this surface, this surface, this surface, and this surface. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to outline. So give a distance from here to here. Okay, and from here to here, and this touching big circle. Okay, like this. The same is happening here. And now we're moving to the front view. This is all about the plan. So for the front view, we're now concerned about the length and the height. So that means we're going to treat with a 0. So just come in and draw the construction line. And what is the height? Whatever the height is 50. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, so if you look right here, what you're going to see, you're going to see this as a box, as a triangle. But how to show that this is a cylinder? We're going to show that using center lines. Okay, so now we have a straight line inside here. There's a straight line, but the distance from here to here, its width. From here to its width, we're going to treat that as 0. So what we're going to see, just going to see the flat surface right here. Okay, and what else do we have? Let me just project this lines from here to here. What else do we have? The distance, the height of this slab is 10. Okay, so that's what we're going to draw. Since we're going to see this surface and this surface, 10 here, going to have 10 here. Okay, then we have to project our circle. And also the inner circle. Now what? Let's first draw the big circle. Okay, so for the big circle, what we're going to have, say we're going to see a rectangle, a big rectangle. So this is what we're going to see for the big circle. Okay. And for the small cylinder, remember it's inside, so we can't see it, but we have to show that there's a cylinder inside. So I'm going to draw construction lines, sorry, hidden lines like this one, which will represent the cylinder which is inside. Okay, and we're going to draw this line. And this line, but remember we have a line here, so we have to show it on hidden detail. Okay, and now what is, we have to show that this thing is circular, so that means we need center lines. Okay, like this one. Unfortunately, we can't draw double center lines. This is not a circle, it's a cylinder, so just draw vertical center line, which means that this cylinder is curving in this direction. If we draw other center lines, this will represent a circle, and this is not a circle, just a curved surface. Now we're moving on to the side views. Take a 5-degree set square, and what is the profile of our plan? So the profile of our plan, so this is the one end, not this one, and this is the other end, this is the other end. So first let me just start by extending this line. So from here, from this point up to the point with line F projected, touch the profile of the front view, and also need the center. Okay, then we're going to project this line onward. Do the same on this end. You can use a compass to do this one, but I just prefer using a set square compass. Okay, so that means we're not going to measure anything since we all already have all the measurements. That is the advantage of projecting this line. Okay, so now let's first look on our right view. So this is our right side view, but I want you to see that this side and this side are just the same. So let's just start with this one, which you're seeing. So what are we seeing here? We're going to see a rectangle right here. Okay, and we're concerned about width and height. So the distance from here to here, we're going to see it at 0. So that means this line and this line are on the same plane. Okay, we're going to see something like this. Okay, so when we draw a plan, we just project these two lines for the inner circle, this one and this one. We need also to project them. Okay, I'm going to project this one and this one right here. I'm going to project this one and this one. Now I'm projecting them vertically. Okay, now let's go and finish our side view. Okay, and we're going to see this plane, and this plane. We say the distance from it here is 0. So we're going to see something like this. Okay, then the distance from it to here, we have that distance and we have that distance. Okay, now what? Okay, should see that we have a distance from this edge to this edge. There's a distance right here. Since this circle is bigger than 48, so that means we need also to project this line, this profile, and this line. Okay. Okay, like this. And for the inner cylinder, this cylinder, I'm not going to see these walls of the small cylinder, so I'm going to represent them with hidden details. Okay, same is going to happen here. I'm not going to see them, present them with the hidden details. Okay, and we have lines here which are touching these walls. Those are going to be board lines. What else do we have? We have to show that this thing is circular, so that means we need to draw center lines. Okay, like this one. So as you can see, this plane is this plane, this plane is this plane, this plane with this plane. Okay, so that's all for the left view. Now moving on to the right view, just the same as this one. Okay, so going to have this was for the wall cylinder, for this wall surface. Okay, so say this end view and this end view are the same. Now I want to draw for the inner cylinder and draw its hidden details. And I want to do the same here. Okay, and for this one, and this one, it's also there. It's going to do something like this, and this end from here and here, and to show that this thing is circular as a cylinder, surface is curved, I'm going to